What is up, Wisconsin? This is Raised in Wisco. I'm your host, Joel Clayfish, sitting alongside the shovel digging, camo wearing, spear fishing, huntingist, crazy lady I know, Danielle
thank you.
Fairman.
I feel like I need to witness you throwing an atlatl.
An atlatl?
Yeah.
Atlatl? I have never used an atlatl.
The only place I
It's-
ever did was at Whale Tails.
Did you? Because it's like a hand slingshot that throws a spear out of it. Correct. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. It sounds very difficult to be accurate with.
Oh yes, the first shot is always the most amusing.
Sounds
to
like
watch.
a Raised in Wisco outing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think
I'm
we
in.
should.
Yeah.
I think we should atlatl it. Yeah.
Boom,
Why not?
boom.
Danielle Fairman is the co-host of Raised in Wisco with me. We've been together for
Hello.
many, many years, and hunting the great outdoors of Wisconsin, eating the great outdoors of Wisconsin. And, you know, we are so obsessed, Danielle, with food
Yes.
that we literally
Do you
made.
mean Ellie?
No.
She makes us the best food ever.
Okay, that's the point I
Thank
was
you.
getting to. We're so obsessed with food that we
Yep.
hit our wits' end, and we enlisted a professional, certified French culinarian chef, Ellie
Yep.
Lawton.
You found
Agreed.
someone
To join
dumb
us.
enough to hang out with you guys and feed you.
Wow.
Yes, we did. We love you too.
Is that more of a statement on us or you?
All of us.
Okay, I think it is. And if you watch the show, which you can see on Facebook, you can watch all of our shiny faces and see the dancing into the breaks. We are wearing the same hats
We
today.
are wearing the same.
All
This is a
matching
nice hat.
hats.
I know. Chad
But
Belding.
it brings us right till the best time of the year.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, am I excited. You
We are
guys.
so close.
You guys.
Taste
Good
it.
touch.
We are 2 days. 2 days from the opening of early goose and teal season in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Oh my
That
gosh.
means
And dove.
fresh
See,
and
I'm excited.
doves.
I'm
And
excited about dove.
I love dove hunting. It's very fun. You want to hone your skills as a wing shooter?
Oh, yeah.
Hunt those little rocket ships.
I mean, I feel like teal and dove are kind of the same size.
Yes, teal are rocket ships. Teal are more like bats. I feel like teal are bats and
Agreed.
doves are little rocket ships. But needless to say, we're 2 days away. We're about 48 hours plus, a little plus, from the opening of the Wisconsin goose hunting season, teal and mourning dove. And that is the start of fall.
It's the opening of no
Y'all.
sleep season.
Yep.
You know, you just
Very
said that.
true.
I don't sleep great to begin with. You know that? I really don't sleep great. But during goose and duck season, I just don't sleep great for shorter periods of time.
Yep.
Folks, Dan Timm is here, the outdoorsman of Southeast Wisconsin. You know, your beard is getting quite long.
It does that, and then I cut it again.
Oh, and then it grows back.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Jeez.
It's been this cycle now for over a decade.
You know, I saw
Joel, your beard is longer too.
My
Are you
beard
guys
is
doing a
getting
little competition?
No, I don't compete with beards. My beard is not thick enough to do competitions. I've got that salt and pepper thing, which is very odd because if I grow it a little longer, it doesn't look as peppery. It's a little darker looking if I grow it a little longer. I don't know why that is.
Little S&P never hurt anybody.
What is S&P?
Little salt and pepper.
Oh, duh. That was a huge saying when I was growing up. No, duh.
It's my favorite ingredients.
Duh.
Well,
Duh.
pepper is. Duh.
Salt and pepper is great. Folks, Dan Timm. Dan, you remind me, I was just watching a show. It was a meme on Facebook, I think, and it was Grizzly Adams.
Oh,
It said,
wow.
what people did before social media, before we had phones in our pockets. And it made me so happy because it took me back to the days that I actually got to watch Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Grizzly Adams was like this hairy dude. He had hair about almost probably my length-ish, but he had a salt and pepper beard, and he had this tame black bear that
Right.
walked around
Yeah.
everywhere.
What was the black bear's name?
I don't remember.
What's the show
Okay.
called?
Grizzly Adams.
Yeah, I aspire to
Danielle will
be
look
I
it up.
Grizzly
kind of
Adams.
aspire to be
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams. I think what a life, you know,
Yeah.
the little.
Simple.
He was a cool guy.
He was a cool guy. I think he was an actor, but the show was
Yeah,
about
pretend.
a
So
cool
what?
guy.
Yeah.
Ben.
Ben.
Ben was his
Yes.
bear. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
that's right.
Ben was the bear.
And Grizzly Adams would drink,
Totally Grizzly Adams.
Hey.
and Ben would drink, or Grizzly Adams would drink like right out of lakes and stuff. And I always thought, I wonder if he ever got like beaver fever from drinking out of lakes.
Wait,
oh, he
Danielle.
was an actor,
correction.
so it was probably just pretend.
I need to read before I speak. The name of the grizzly bear in the life of times of Grizzly Adams was Ben, but the bear in TV series was portrayed by a real grizzly named Bozo.
So even the
Oh.
actor Grizzly had a stage name.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't
Huh.
that funny?
That seems excessive.
Well, no, he was a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
The actor's, the bear's name wasn't Grizzly.
No, but
No, the grizzly bear
he
had a
went by
name
Ben,
in
but
real
his
life.
real name was Bobo.
Yeah, he had the
Bozo.
bear.
Bozo.
The bear had a
Bozo.
stage name.
Bozo.
I guess you can't go by Bozo. And as a grizzly bear, nobody's gonna take you
It would-
seriously.
Doing
Yeah.
a manly
Right.
show.
Yeah,
This is
it's
Grizzly
my
Adams
friend
and
Bozo.
Bozo.
Well, I think yes, and if you have the name Bozo, I think you're kind of destined
like
to
a
be like
bozo.
tamed, right? I
Right.
mean,
Yes, correct.
and I can see it now. We're in the forests of Colorado. A hiker mauled to death by a grizzly bear named Bozo.
Bozo.
Death
Terrified.
by Bozo, ladies
Did
and
they have
gentlemen.
Bozo? Was it a clown?
Yeah,
Bozo was
the
a clown.
creepy.
he was super
I didn't
creepy.
think he was he creepy.
Morning television show. That guy played all the
Yeah.
games.
I didn't watch that show
WGN,
much. It
something?
what? Wow. How
Imagine
do you
being
know
that person.
Core memory.
He still
Yeah.
watches it.
I still
Crazy
I'm still
Saturday night.
nightmares by it, right?
Yeah, probably. Ooh,
I am
clowns. No,
actually
thank you.
terrified of clowns because when I lived in Florida, a
Okay,
clown
Danielle, everybody's terrified of clowns.
That's right.
a clown broke into our house. A dude was banging on our window in a clown wig and a big old red nose, just banging away.
No. Is that why you left
Terrified.
Florida?
Pre-castle
exact-
doctrine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Terrified.
here's the thing about clowns and mimes. I'm just going to throw that out there. Nobody actually likes any of them.
No,
I don't mind a
there-
mime every now
There are,
and then.
there are,
you've seen one?
Yeah.
You've seen an actual mime,
Yeah,
really?
at a performance.
Well, never mime, I guess.
Ah.
I couldn't help
You're
it.
welcome for
That's
that.
you're welcome. Thank
Set you right up.
Dan Timm works for an archery outfitter here in southeast Wisconsin, and we're getting ready for hunting season because most people forget, most people who are into waterfowl like I am, forget that only 15 days later is the opening
Yes.
of deer season
Mhm.
because you can archery hunt deer and turkey season starts.
That's right.
Oh
Yes.
man.
And this is my favorite time of year is when you wake up and say, I don't know what I'm going to hunt today.
Yes, such a rough life.
I'm gonna pick. If you don't have an X for geese or waterfowl, you can go hunt turkeys. If you don't have a turkey spot, you can sit in your deer stand.
Mm.
But it's definitely time to get
Yes.
the bows out and start practicing the bozos.
Bozos.
Get the bozos out and start practicing. But let's first go to our weekly Wisco. That almost sounded like a pre-recorded thing that you had.
Yeah,
It's
right.
time
Yeah.
for your weekly Wisco
With Bozo.
with Bozo.
Bozos.
We got a bunch of bozos here. All right, enough clowning around. Danielle.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I can't help it. Even producer Noah Morris, who owns his own company, Morris Original, is laughing. And I know if I get him laughing, it might
It actually
actually be
was
funny.
funny.
So if you're coming along with us for the first time ever, this is Raised in Wisco. We talk about the outdoors, the great things you can do in Wisconsin's outdoors, how to take food from the outdoors, how to make
Ooh,
the
yeah.
outdoors your food with our culinarian, our chefery of the show, Chef Ellie Lawton, and Danielle and I really get to eat it. I'm a foodie.
know.
I do like to cook, but I'll tell you what, Chef Lawton brings things to the next level.
She
and
does.
We eat unbelievably here, and I'm really excited about today's recipe. But I also liked, Chef Lawton had an idea about talking about our fall favorites to cook.
Yes.
So I think that's something we'll do during the show. That's a fantastic thing to do as well. So I want you out there, if you're listening, to think of your fall favorites. Get on Facebook and tell us what is your fall favorite. We'll talk about that on the next show. For me, I'm just kind of vibrating because we're 2 days away from the opening of hunting season. And for me, I'm the guy who wishes summer would go faster. I don't hardly say it out loud because I don't want to get hit over the head.
Oh, yes. People love their summer.
They love their summers in Wisconsin. That's time going on the boat drinking, So,
That's exactly how everybody talks.
so
Southern drawl.
Yeah, up here in Wisconsin.
that's South Milwaukee cut
Oh
ahead.
yeah, no. I'm gonna go on a boat.
You guys,
Yeah.
come on. Let's go out on the boat. They got a
Grab
keg
your
over
bag
there.
and let's
Grab
go on
your
the
bag. Get your bag. Let's go on the boat. So we're going to do our weekly Wiscos. Danielle, what do you got?
My weekly Wisco is kind of a bummer. I learned
Whoa.
something new about my truck.
What?
Oh.
Yes. So, and this is probably with all remote start vehicles. So this is a kind of like a PSA for everybody listening as well.
Okay.
I started my truck because it was early in the morning, letting the fog go, and get in my truck and I'll leave. And I go to my friend's house that's about 35, 40 minutes away. Get there, and then I go to shut off my truck.
Oh, no.
did you
You
know
didn't have your key
Your
with you.
You can drive
Key.
away from your key. Who does that? Why is this a thing? So I get to where I'm going, and I'm like, hey,
Oh,
guys,
no.
I got to leave, even though I just got here. Had to go all back home,
Well, now
all
why?
the way back
Oh,
home.
because you couldn't leave.
You couldn't turn your truck off.
I couldn't turn my truck off because I did it and it said no remote detected.
That's-
Press to start or press brake to start again.
Yeah.
Because if you close the door and actually get out, you cannot start your
Oh,
vehicle.
man.
Right.
Why have you had a couple depressing weekly Wiscos?
I mean, this is a life
Danielle.
moment.
Danielle, to be fair, this
learned
doesn't
something.
sound like a Wisconsin problem.
It happened in
Girl.
Wisconsin.
We need to get you a lanyard to keep your key on.
For those of you
that
out there
happens.
who have
That's
Danielle's
terrifying.
problem of driving away from their keys,
Who knew that was a thing?
Make
that
a
doesn't
necklace.
seem smart.
Okay, can we just bring
We
back
need to write
normal
a
keys?
letter.
Can we just bring keys back that actually go in an ignition?
Yeah.
I don't like the buttons.
I love the key.
The buttons
Of
break.
course, I've never really afforded a vehicle that doesn't have one, so I guess I don't have to worry about that.
I'm really good at pushing buttons, but I don't.
Oh, boy, oh, you have no idea. Yes, you are. Chef Lawton, do you have a weekly Wisco?
Yes, I grabbed my key, put it in the vehicle, and drove to the Waterfowl Expo in Oshkosh.
Yes, I was at the Waterfowl Expo as well.
Yes, where we made over 250 Canada Goose birria tacos on the main stage. It was wonderful.
Yes, and I want to shout out to Megan Salazar, our
Yes.
Facebook czar, the salad bar of Salazar's,
And Danielle Fairman.
and Danielle Fairman and Chef Lawton, and we served over 250 Canada Goose birria tacos. And
They
I have
were
to say,
delicious.
oh my gosh, unreal. Shout out to the Wisconsin Waterfowl Association who put on the expo, 2-day event this year, which I thought was very successful.
I did
Yes.
too.
Want to give a shout out to the Banded guys. They were very nice to us. The Foul Life guys, courtesy, the hats are courtesy of them that we're wearing on the show today. And what an amazing time I had. Folks came up to us saying they came back to the Waterfowl Expo just to watch the cooking segments. I can't wait to talk about the opener, what you need to do to get ready for archery, and our fall favorites.
Broken record.
This is Racing Misco. Raised in Wisco is your one-stop shop for everything in the great outdoors of Wisconsin. Tag along with us and you will laugh. That I promise you. And we are inviting you to actually laugh at us. You don't have to laugh
yep.
with us. We laugh quite a bit, but you may laugh at us because we be fools from time to time and have a great time on this radio show. We talk about how to use the outdoors of Wisconsin to best benefit your life. And for goodness sake, if you live in Wisconsin, why on earth would you not be in the outdoors? We have the single greatest state in this nation for outdoor recreation. We've got the Mississippi River all along one side. We've got the Great Lakes all along the top and the other side of the state. We've got more inland
then there's
lakes
Illinois.
per capita than any other state in the nation. I was going to point out the southern border.
Hey, down there.
Stay north of the southern border and you'll be just fine. For those Illinois listeners,
Never heard
just
of her.
kidding. For those Illinois listeners, just kidding, not really. And you can hear Raised in Wisco where, Danielle?
You can hear Raised in Wisco not only on our Facebook page and get to see our beautiful faces, you can see us on YouTube as well as listen on Spotify and Apple. And don't forget civicmedia.com. We can go back and listen to all of the episodes on there as well.
I have many people who come to me and they listen to it as a podcast after it airs.
Agreed.
Yes.
But the cool thing is you can also listen to us live on 23 civic media stations throughout Wisconsin at 11 a.m. on Saturdays. And I'm telling you, it's good. If you're in the car, your hour will go as fast as ours does if you're listening to us when you're trucking down the highway. Now, it is time, speaking of trucks, get them ready, get the trailers hooked up, because hunting season is here. It's literally here. I know when it comes to April and everybody's hunting those turkeys hard, and when that ends, there is a piece of my soul that disintegrates. I'm not
coming
kidding.
back to life.
I have to live through the summer, and I literally get that fantastic feeling inside when I eat the game that's in my freezer. Well, now the freezers are starting to get empty.
Oh, yes.
And it is time to get back on track.
that just means you need to do more hunting in the fall.
No, it just means
in
I
the
eat a
spring.
lot of meat.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
freezers are full.
I mean, that's what all you and your girls eat now. It's just the wild game.
yes.
So
That's all we eat is wild game, and I absolutely love it. And that's why I'm really excited about today's recipe, because it was a wild game recipe, and it was to die for.
It was delicious. She made it 2 different ways too,
Yeah.
for the carb eaters and the non-carb
we're talking about that
eaters.
today.
No,
right?
we're not getting there yet. We're
Oh.
not talking about that. I may
We
be
The
said-
secret?
Whoa.
Maybe that's his fault.
I
favorite.
could
You
be
don't know.
stepping- I could
goodness.
be stepping on Chef Lawton's recipe. I didn't know
Hey, you
that.
know what?
That's very possible.
What else is new?
I was guessing. I'm sorry. I was
No, we
assuming.
will talk about
We
that.
ate that, and
yes.
then we were gonna
yes.
talk
You know,
about
we
that.
should talk about that. Absolutely.
But maybe
not
I'm,
a problem.
I apologize. I think I was off base on that.
Well, we did not finish our weekly Wiscos though.
We did not.
You
not.
gentlemen need
Yeah.
to go.
Yes.
Dan Timm, what is your weekly whisker?
Cold mornings and out scouting. So all
Ooh.
the different activities, looking for teal and geese, seeing where they're flying, and putting out trail cameras, hanging tree stands, things like
Yes.
That was a great weekly whisker.
And these cold mornings here, ooh, I'm with you, Joel.
Trust me on
This
that.
summer's nice.
Fat
summer's
guys love cold
fine.
weather. I'm not implying you're fat. I'm saying I am. So don't worry.
300 kilograms we established last time I was on the show.
I have a question about your scouting.
Mhm.
Have you noticed there's not as much movement yet as there normally is?
It
or are you not
depends.
seeing that?
Yeah, no, it depends on where you're looking.
I'm talking about like here. You're scouting around this area,
Chef
correct?
Correct,
Lawton,
yeah.
Yeah.
in order to see the movement, you actually have to get in your car early in the morning and drive around.
Yeah.
I'm up earlier than all of you guys, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I've
Wow.
seen a tremendous amount of birds flying around.
Yeah.
Well, the local birds are up and at 'em,
Yeah.
that is for sure, and that's what we're hoping to get after here coming up. My weekly Wisco is the Waterfowl Hunters Expo. Also,
It
I
was
had
such a great
such a
time.
fantastic time. I bought a gadget. Now, what I
Oh.
have learned about myself, and I admit this, and I'm okay admitting this, I love gadgets. Gadgets are my thing.
I could see that.
What I have also learned about myself is that the vast majority of gadgets you buy to use in the outdoors are crap and don't end up working and break really easily and
Yep.
then don't accomplish the goal you need. However, I saw a guy, he had a little setup there. He was selling these goose, duck, and turkey decoys on a little motorized stand.
Oh
they
yes, I
turn
wanted to
Everybody
find
was
very
those.
drooling over those.
slowly.
And those wait, what?
They turn. They turn
talking about the
very
ones that
slowly
are
on the
swimming
motor.
around?
No, no,
Field-
not
no.
field
motor.
decoys?
Field decoys.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
And-
yep.
And I thought to myself, if you have a spread set up and the wind is not with you, which it very often is not early mornings for goose hunting, and you get these like just 3 of them dotted in your spread. Add a little movement; it could really help. So I went, I did the cooking stuff, and then I went over, and the guy said, "I'm sold out."
No.
Oh, it broke my heart. And I said, "Well, how about can I buy your demos?" And he let me buy the demos. He makes them in his garage,
Aw.
so it's one of those kind of things.
Good
But
man.
the design was simple enough that I thought I might get 2 or 3 uses out of them before they break. So
Fair enough.
I'm excited to try those. That's my weekly whisk. I'm really excited to
Yeah,
try
he had a
those.
turkey one too up there. Did he not?
He did,
Yep.
but in the state of Wisconsin, you may not use a motorized
Motorized.
turkey decoy. So,
Which makes perfect sense.
yeah, right. No, she's being sarcastic. You're being sarcastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course I
It's
am.
ridiculous why you can't use a motorized
What?
turkey decoy. And as a fact, back when I was a legislator, I proposed a law to do that, a bill to do that, to allow motorized turkey decoys, and the National Wild Turkey Federation opposed it,
Oh,
and I was
buttheads.
never exactly sure why. But
I'm not sure if they know why.
I'm not sure if they know why. Hey, what you need to be doing in these last few moments if you're going waterfowl hunting, and what you really need to be doing if you're getting ready to deer hunt, because Dan Timm is here. Dan, the outdoor man, Tim is here. This is Raised in Disco. If you ain't listening to Raised in Wisco, you ain't picking up all you need to about the outdoors of Wisconsin, how to make it your friend. Fred Rogers, the old Mr. Rogers television show, he used to say something about, "Won't you be my neighbor?" Well, we got neighbors in the outdoors here in Wisconsin, and
neighbor.
there could not be a better way to spend these kind of days. I've been waiting all summer for this heat to break. It's been a hot
Yes.
summer.
We're down
I've
to
been waiting.
mid 40s at night.
I
All
so
of the
love it.
windows are open.
High in the
It was
60s.
so nice to turn the air
Come on.
conditioning off.
It's
Oh.
absolutely beautiful. I think for the first time in maybe 5-10 years, I'm going to be out opening goose season, opening day, and not baking in 90
yes.
degrees. It's been so hot the last few goose openers.
I feel like the mosquitoes are on a different level right now.
Oh, yes.
Am I
They're
wrong?
terrible.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like the
no,
mosquitoes
we've had
are
a very-
so bad.
We've had a very wet late summer. So that wet late summer leads to mosquitoes. So that is something we're probably going to have to deal with in the opening of hunting season here. Also, make sure
Ooh,
to
bow
wear
hunting,
make sure to wear
mosquitoes.
your tick repellent clothing, and
Yes.
because the ticks are nasty this year. And I had a little bout with a tick bite disease myself this year, and it wasn't little. It was about 2 months long,
Oh.
and it was horrible. So make sure you do what you can to protect yourself from the bugs while you're out there. But I want to talk real quick with Dan Timm. Dan Timm works for a local archery outfitter here in southeast Wisconsin, Whale Tails out in Dousman.
That's
it is?
right.
Yeah, Dousman.
109 North Main Street.
All right. And I think a lot of people, like we were talking about a minute ago, a lot of people kind of forget that deer season opens 15 days after goose and early teal.
Yep.
What am I doing right now to get ready for that? Because that's 15 days away, and it's not quite as easy to throw decoys in the back of a truck with a shotgun.
Yeah.
It's not as easy to go deer hunting.
Right.
What do you need to be doing before you head out there now?
Shoot your bow. You absolutely have to know your bow and your capabilities from different ranges. Make sure everything is functioning properly. Your arrows are in good working order. That's something that we see from time to time. People shoot an arrow that was compromised. Maybe you shot it with another arrow, or it hit something hard in the target, or you missed the target completely, hit a rock, hit something. Those can be devastating to your bows and crossbows. So definitely check through your arrows, make sure there's no cracks. Arrow manufacturers will tell you to take it and bend the arrow. And if you hear anything, it's
Just like
not
a bone- like when
not
you
a good
stretch in the
arrow.
morning?
Right. Yeah, give it a full test and make sure that they're good. And then if your equipment isn't feeling up to par, come see come see me and the boys, or you
Are
know.
there any latest and greatest new arrows out there?
Oh yeah, so everything.
Yeah, they're only
Yeah, what's the-
$700
Yeah.
a piece.
No, I mean those are there.
Dan,
you know.
what's the hot thing right now that you guys are selling a lot of or getting a lot of requests for?
Well, the new bows, really, like the new
Like what-
Matthews bow, Wisconsin's very own Matthews
Yeah,
archery bow.
mhm.
The Lift
what I
X.
shoot.
There's 4 different models in the Lift X to accommodate all, sizes of archers, from the RS, which is a 27 3/4, up to the XD, which accommodates folks with a draw length of 32 to 34
Holy
inches.
cow, that's a
yeah,
tall
big
dude.
boys.
That's
yeah,
a tall
yeah.
man or woman.
We we set up those guys are 6'7", 6'8", so
Wow.
you walk
Sure.
in and you know right away, like, let's
Yeah,
try that
those
long
are the
draw.
ones.
So how
Right.
does someone measure at home their draw length, or do you have to do it in a shop?
There are different formulas. You can measure your wingspan and then divide it by a certain amount, but really everyone's form varies enough where it's what's going to feel most comfortable for you. So you can get a rough idea on what your draw length might be, but then I would encourage everybody to, if it's not, an archery professional is going to be happy to help you, and we do this all day, every day. It's what we love doing. But even just having a friend watch you or take a picture just to see your form. Make sure that everything's appropriate and your draw length, you can see where it ends up. But really, you're looking for, with your front arm, your bow arm fully extended, you're looking for that string to come back somewhere right from the tip of your nose to the corner of your mouth. And draw length is a super important one, and it's something that we can cheat a lot of times too short. I think we see people shooting bows that are too short more often than too long. But yeah, we're happy to help with that. So stop on in.
Here's something I think that people don't realize. I way too often see people, men and women, trying to be too macho.
Sure.
They want to draw, they
Yep.
want to draw 70 pounds or 68 pounds.
Mhm.
I'm drawing 58 pounds. It's not difficult for me to draw.
Right.
I want to make it something that under the coldest conditions, when I'm the sorest or tightest,
Bulked up
I
and
can
closed.
still
Yep.
draw that 58, and I'm not going to struggle to do it. And these bows today, you don't need much
They're fast.
poundage
Super fast.
for them to be fast.
And they're paired with the right arrow. So I think, that's a good point too. Like, you can walk into a store and see the selection of arrows, but most people don't understand arrow spine or the flexibility of the arrow and know what's appropriate for what they're shooting.
What do you shoot, Danielle?
I shoot a Matthews.
I shoot a See, I shoot a Matthews too. I can't get past. I got a Matthews Z7, which was revolutionary of its time.
Solo
about
cam.
10 years ago, right? Solo cam. It flew off the back of a truck.
Oh,
I flew off the back of my truck and was run over by a semi.
what?
And Matthews Company gave me another free bow.
Aw,
That's why I will
that's
be
nice.
a loyalist to them forever. They just also happen to have the best bows, in my opinion, and they're a
Yes.
Wisconsin company.
Sparta. Shout out Sparta.
Sparta, Wisconsin. That's right. And I have the Matthews Helium, which was really kind of just a lighter version of the Z7, and I can't get rid of it. I love that bow so much.
Joel,
I
you
don't-
can,
I
you
don't-
can get a new bow and not get rid of your old bow.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to shoot a Boone and Crockett all-time pronghorn antelope with that bow.
Yeah.
So now that's my bow. I shot.
That has to be a bow, yes.
It would look great right behind that.
It is.
Ooh,
you
yeah.
can't
I mean,
see
that
it.
would look
really
cool, though.
The bow?
Yeah.
Just mount it
Yeah,
up there, and then
right.
I got to go into a new bow, is what you're trying to say. I don't
Look at
think
the
I need
salesman
to.
right
Oh,
here.
no,
I
it's
shot-
not an accident. I'm just so passionate about this stuff. It just comes out naturally.
Yes.
Well,
and
going back to the
bologna
poundage,
sausage
what
is
is
my
the
favorite.
legal? What is the legal poundage to shoot an animal?
30.
you have to
Yeah.
be able to pull 30 pounds.
30 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you shooting? Do you know, Danielle? Danielle's like, I'm at 82.
83 actually. Thank you
83
very much.
pounds.
I think I'm somewhere in the 50s. I think.
That's it.
I'm
Joel,
at
back
40.
to that. I mean, it's
I'm a lightweight.
it's one thing to be able to pull your bow back once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, but when it's cold and you've been sitting there all day
Yep.
and you have to do it now,
It's a lot
It's a
harder.
lot. And then practicing, you should shoot. I would recommend shooting hundreds of arrows leading up to archery season just to make sure you're proficient.
And I'll tell you why you need to start now. You need to start now because the muscle on the cap of your
Oh,
shoulder.
so
Yes.
If you
sore.
start 2 days
Ugh.
before you're sitting in a tree and that bullwinkle comes along, your arm on the cap, whatever that muscle is out
The
there,
deltoid.
the
Yeah.
deltoid is going to be so sore you
It
will
will
not be able to draw
And
back.
start doing your push-ups.
Start
Yeah.
now with drawing that bow because if you do it you could shoot 5 times the day before. You're going
Yep.
to be too sore.
I know a
to
lot
draw
of
it
guys
the
that
next
do
day.
that too.
I'll
Like I
say,
shot
we
3
know
arrows.
for
I'm
a
good.
reason.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
No.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're going to be sore tomorrow, and you're not going to be able to pull it back. Exactly.
Well, you guys, when is league going on? You have league going.
January we have league. We didn't do the bow hunter warm up this year.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
right.
bow hunters warm
Yeah.
up.
But it's a good thing. Stay practiced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
And I think people don't realize how important it is to get ready for hunting season, not only physically, really physically. And I'm talking about you don't want to be the guy putting, a sack of 6 full body decoys on each shoulder and walking up even a 5% grade hill in the wheat field 100 yards, or
Yep.
you're gonna, you can have a heart attack on the way doing that. People underestimate how much actual energy it takes to get out there. And I want to talk, about waterfowl field hunting. That's the type of hunting I do for waterfowl most. I don't have a boat. I love field hunting. That's where I get the biggest thrill. Those 747s are coming in and they're screaming at your foot bags. And when they say, "Oh, crap," when you pop up, there's nothing more exciting than that. But I want to talk about decoys for a second, decoy setups. I think what has happened now, don't get me wrong, I am excited that there's such a burgeoning group of new young hunters. They gravitate toward waterfowl and turkey first, right? Whitetail tends to be something when you grow your patience and you don't need to kill things all the time. You gravitate more
could see
toward
that.
whitetail. It's a more strategic hunt, takes more time, more patience. One of the reasons it's not my favorite. I love chasing the birds, but I think too many times what we're doing is educating all the birds that are coming because we start out with, 1,000 decoys out in the field. Well, that doesn't look natural to these birds that are coming in 3 or 4 or 5 family groups, So, and I don't want to get too inside baseball, but I think, that's how I kind of look at field setups. What do you guys think about that?
I think if you have a garage full of decoys, you want to put them out on day one, right?
Yeah,
You got to justify them to your significant
No,
other.
no,
Why do you
no.
have all these decoys?
No, you
But
can
I
use
agree.
those decoys down the road.
I
a little
agree.
bit.
Keep it natural, keep it small. But I'd say the same thing for calling. I think people often call
Oh, yeah.
more
Good
than
call.
they have to. Hey,
Good call.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. There's
Yeah.
the first one. From
What's your
Ellie.
half laugh?
Where we
Let's
at?
hear it. No,
that wasn't it. I can't fake it.
No, it's bad.
What is happening?
And there we go, Danielle.
Danielle, what do you like to do for decoys early season?
I like to lay stuff out and go back and rearrange it.
Oh, I like to.
I hate I'm that person. Well,
And
I
you get
mostly-
back to the blind and then you overthink
yeah.
it.
I
There's
mostly
always-
just do it.
Oh,
I
I
mostly
should've
do
done
it
it
with
this
like
way.
3 or 4 people. So I'm the one going out there and rearranging things. Like,
Yeah.
just lay down. Like I feel like no, because they just flew over, and now I have to go
And then you're
rearrange
like,
because
oh,
they
the
didn't
all
like
right.
it.
That is
Oh,
not how
the
it works.
decoys. And then you're like,
Okay.
oh, I should have put it over that way because then they would have landed
Every
perfectly.
Group, every
Come
waterfowl
on.
group's got what
Has
I
that
call
person.
a decoy Dave.
Oh,
Decoy
hi, I'm Dave.
has to get out. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you this as sure as I'm sitting here. You miss more opportunities to kill geese because you're
'Cause I'm
walking
walking out
around in the
there.
spread.
How often do
Than
you
you
get
are.
buzzed when you're out there
All
in
the
the decoys, though,
time.
right?
Yes.
Unless
Stay
you bring your gun
in
out.
Yeah.
your blind. Stay in the blind.
Well-
Stay. John Whitmore, one of the best
Oh.
hunters I know, is the worst at it. He will be standing, sucking on his vape, blowing vapor clouds, putting a cloud of dust over all
He's
of the
actually in
decoys.
the middle of the spread.
In the middle of the
Like,
spread.
hey, you guys see those up there? We're going to get those.
There they are. There they are. You're in the spread,
Take 'em.
John. Sit down. And then, well,
Just get him a goose costume. He'll
That's
just
right.
walk out
I'm telling telling you what, that
Pretend
is
to be
not
a
a dumb
goose?
idea. If he walked out there in a goose outfit, we'd have movement in our decoys all the time. That guy
Probably.
never, ever sits in the blind. Get in your blind, John. Get in the blind. Well, they can't see us yet. No, you can see a goose, but that goose can't see our.
Well, it's just like the
Tub-a-lard
semis.
asses
You can't
walking
see my mirror, I
around.
can't see you.
Oh gosh.
I mean, come on. If I'm walking around in the decoys, hey, what's that guy in the camo doing walking around in the middle of the black and white decoys?
Just smiling ear
I
to
think
ear.
it's a tactic. Honestly, I think it's something that's
It doesn't
you
work,
decoy, Dave?
Dan.
Well,
no,
when
no.
I'm-
I'm a set it and forget it kind of
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
I make
Yes.
a nice little
Yes.
runway. I get a couple
Yes,
little
that-
families on each side,
And
I
keep
just
it
sit there
simple.
and wait.
That is
Keep
the
it
key.
simple.
Yeah.
Keep it
Ronco.
simple,
I'm a
stupid.
Ronco fan. Set it and forget it.
Oh
Get
my
that
goodness.
decoy
Now I
spread
want
out
roast
there.
beef.
Ooh, I love
Is that who
roast beef.
Ronco is?
The
They used to make a
Ronco, the
lot of
rotisserie.
Oh,
meat.
The Ronco
I don't know.
rotisserie. I
You're
don't
so
know.
hip.
Ooh, it's cooking time too on Raised in Wisco. Raised in Wisco is nothing talking about the outdoors, hunting and fishing if we ain't a
Cooking show.
Danielle.
What?
Where were you?
Dan, come on.
Cooking
Dan.
show.
Okay.
I
That's a little better.
It was you're not as enthusiastic as you usually were.
Oh.
Oh.
I was waiting for it.
Raised in Wisco ain't nothing if we're not a
Cooking show.
Hey.
And the reason, and if you'll notice, we have unveiled a new logo. One of these years, we'll have it up on the Civic Media website. But it has a spoon and a fork in it, which I think definitely tells people we talk about cooking and food on this show. And we're really fortunate to have Chef Ellie Lawton. Acclaimed, award-winning, world-known chef.
that's pushing
Ellie
it.
Lawton.
Worldwide.
I don't think it's pushing it. I mean, we eat culinary delights from around the world. So
That
we're,
is
we're a
true.
worldwide chef,
Yeah,
right?
We are a
And
worldwide
You can
organization.
listen to us worldwide as
Yes.
well.
That's
so
right.
You
Yes.
never know if there's somebody over in Australia
Joel's click
like
buddies
"Woohoo."
listen to it.
The click language, the
Oh,
Kosa, the
click.
Kosa tribe. Shout out to you, click click.
Wow, we're giving them shout outs every week now.
We might as well. Well, they are regular listeners, so
Okay,
I
well-
appreciate it.
Going
All
back
right.
to the goose decoy spread.
Whoa,
What?
yes,
Yes,
You
we
never-
cook in the spread.
Oh, this is true. You probably do.
we have.
We
There's
grilled
a
rice.
black
We
stone in the
grilled
middle
Rice
of the
Krispie
spread.
treats
we
on our
have
heater
cooked.
last
We
year.
have cooked.
Warm blind meals are a saving
Oh,
grace.
they're
Oh, they're
amazing.
fantastic.
Yes. Oh,
Cold
next
morning.
week we're going to talk about blind meals.
Ooh, that's a
Ooh,
great
So everyone can
idea.
get excited for that.
I love it. Everybody will have
Yes.
their first harvests in the fridge or freezer.
Yep.
That's a fantastic. Make sure you listen next
Let's
week.
talk
We're
about
gonna
our
talk
fall
about-
favorites real
Let's
quick.
do it.
All right. Dan,
Bratwurst on a charcoal grill. Football
Okay.
Sunday. I mean, it's magical.
mine is very similar to
Magical.
Yeah.
yours, so this is actually really cool. Danielle.
Oh, well, I'm going to throw a little Danielle onto this, I
Okay.
guess. Soak your apples, hopefully Zestar apples, in some vodka, some caramel vodka.
Oh, I should
the
know
night
it was going this
before.
direction.
That's Wisconsin.
Danielle's
Yes.
always bringing booze into all this food
It
stuff.
makes
She's
me
thirsty.
happy.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
But
It's
see,
very Wisconsin.
You know
right.
when you could do the homemade caramel apples?
Yes.
Just do your homemade vodka dipped slices and just
Sounds
That
refreshing.
sounds-
make it all nice.
Wow.
Sounds
Sounds like a
delightful.
party. Wow.
My
What's
family
your
does it.
fall favorite?
Okay, you guys aren't going to believe this, but my favorite thing to make in the fall, I step away from the Blackstone after all summer behind the Blackstone. I fire up my charcoal grill and I make wild game burgers with all sorts of different toppings. And one of my favorites is a grilled venison burger with cranberry chutney and super thick sliced fresh Wisconsin Swiss cheese.
Oh.
That is one of my go-to burgers. And then I do stone ground mustard. I'll char some beets. I'll do some other root vegetables, some carrots, parsnips. Oh my gosh, all those
On
good.
a burger?
Oh yes, Danielle.
I mean, I will absolutely
tell you
try
something.
it,
I'll try
but
Anytime you have a sweet like a cranberry sweet or a tart sweet like a chutney, people underestimate how amazing that pairs with Swiss cheese.
Oh my gosh.
Swiss cheese with
amazing.
that bite in the you know how it makes the top of the back of the roof
Yeah,
of your
sure
mouth
do.
itch a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And Wisconsin's got some fantastic Swiss
Yeah.
cheeses.
So wild game burgers for me, I start
That sounds
to
delicious.
That does
really
sound great.
panic about the amount of food in
How
my
am I
freezers.
full yet
so I
hungry?
do burgers.
How does that work?
Every
I'm
week,
full,
right?
Yep,
ate
that happens
before
to
the
me every
show.
week.
Yep.
I'm full.
Yep.
Yet I'm hungry.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm going to go with I can't. The standard classic standby for me, the Canada Goose pot pie.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's your
absolutely
key.
love it.
That's your classic.
That is so good.
I will deliver it to people and they'll make it on their grill. They'll put it on their pellet smoker to finish cooking it or in their oven. There's nothing like it. It's great for the blind.
Oh,
The
I
next
love
day it's
pot
great
pie.
for the tree stand. You just cut it and heat it up. And now I've got these little freezer bags. People, here is definitely a key. People don't use freezer bags, coolers, Yetis, all those things work great to keep something hot.
Yes. Good
They
call.
work just as well to keep something hot. So if you've got a little bag you're taking up with you to the stand, you can put a hot item in it. 3 hours later, it's still hot. It's fantastic. So I
Yum.
love eating pot
Well,
pie.
I hope you deliver us some pot pies.
I want to see you eat a pot pie in a tree stand.
Well, not the whole pie, Dan.
Okay.
Well, why
Although
not?
I certainly could.
Just pull
Dan,
it out. Just
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
look a deer.
Look,
this is
do
your
you know how
sister.
many people miss opportunities at deer because they're sitting on their 3x7s?
That's right.
It happens all the time.
Too
So
much.
I'd rather be eating a pot pie and
Yes.
miss an opportunity at a deer. I
Mine's
guess.
usually a 3x7 sandwich that I'm
Yeah,
looking at.
Yeah,
Instead of
that's
my
true.
phone.
That is
I go in
true.
the tree stand, phone goes in my bag.
Hey, you got a quick recipe? Because we're running out of time.
I
here.
do. Well, we had some delicious wild game lasagna
Yum.
tonight.
Oh my gosh.
It was
phenomenal.
so easy. Joel's not going to give me enough time to run through the whole recipe.
Oh no! I warned you this
but
would happen.
wonderful Megan will post the entire recipe. It was red sauce lasagna, pretty traditional actually. The meat that I used was a combination meat because I'm trying to empty out my freezers. So
Yep.
I did some ram and wild boar and beef that I had from a local farmer. I browned that, mixed that with my homemade marinara sauce, and
Ooh.
then I just had traditional lasagna pasta. And then the filling for that was ricotta with farm fresh eggs in it, shredded mozzarella, Wisconsin mozzarella, some spices, herbs, parsley, oregano, thyme, pepper, garlic. What else did I put in there?
I don't know.
That was it.
Deliciousness.
It was very easy. The key to the top that we all agreed on was the fresh mozzarella on top
Oh,
of the lasagna
yes.
because it gets kind of crispy and chewy and delicious and
Ooh.
nice and golden brown.
Are
Like a
you an
treat.
oven? Is it an oven ready lasagna or is it
no,
the boil kind?
the boil
one?
kind, but I would prefer homemade if I can.
And
yeah.
I'm
we
going to
go.
say my
Fresh
favorite
pasta
thing
is the
about it was
best.
you made a version of it with eggplant slices instead of noodles. Keto.
Yes.
It was to die for.
Yes.
Absolutely loved
Sorry,
it. Man,
Joel,
we
I
love to eat.
left out yours.
No worries. It was fantastic. We love having you along. Thank you for listening to Raised in Wisco. Talk with your friends about what we talk about. Get out there, enjoy the outdoors, and eat. This is Raised in Wisco. We'll see you next week.